episode of Jay Leno's Garage. The car featuring today a 2016 Subaru STI, a car that's been heavily modified by my old friend Bucky Lasek, ladies and gentlemen. Bucky, of course, short for Buxford. It's an old English name. You know him. He's been on the show a million times. We've done every goofball thing, rally driving. He's a skateboard guy. He's like one of these extreme athletes. Well, let's bring him in here. He can explain what we got here. Bucky, or Buxford, come on in. Okay, see, everybody else walks. All right, thanks. Okay, okay, yeah.
Who did?
Yeah,
Who did that?
If you got paid for this, it would be coming out of your check. Okay.
I've been waiting all day to do that.
Yeah. Well, and you did a good job too. Now tell us what we have here. I know it's a Subaru. I know it's an STI, but this was your own personal car, isn't it?
Yeah, this is my personal 2016 STI. I had this car delivered to Vermont Sports Car, the race team that I was driving for. It sat there for about 8 months. They finally did a few things to it, and they sent it to me. It arrived here to California. It needed some bits and parts still, so we took it over to Antspec.
Right.
We threw a bunch of stuff on it, and here she sits.
Now, a bunch of stuff, meaning what? Performance or appearance package?
Yeah, we did a precision turbo.
Okay.
Stock location, just slightly bigger. We did Perrin front mount hoses. We did COBB exhaust, Tomei up pipe.
And what modifications horsepower-wise? Stock there, what, around 300?
Yeah, stock there just over, little over 300,
right.
And this one's about 400 to the wheels.
Oh, okay, so the wheels. So that's.
Well, that's where you want it. You want it at the wheels,
yes,
right?
you do want it at the wheels. Yeah, that does make sense. That does make sense. Okay. Well, I see a few things that are not stuff. You added these mirrors. These are not,
yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Some of the carbon fiber pieces.
The mirrors, I can show you basically what the team added, which is really cool that you really can't get this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Unless you're pretty good at like cutting stuff up yourself.
Right.
But the hood, they did the hood. That's just like our race hood.
Oh, okay.
So they added that, they cut that. It's aluminum hood, so I didn't really need to go carbon fiber.
Right, okay, that's pretty light anyway.
They did a little gurney there. They did skid plates underneath, so it's got like the aluminum skid plates to protect the oil pan. It's got a Killer Bee oil pan.
Okay. Does that hold more oil in stock?
It holds the motor oil a little bit better than stock. It's slightly bigger.
Slightly bigger.
It has some baffles and
has some baffles. Okay.
These cars, they tend to starve when you go around a turn.
Right.
All the oil will go over. So
right.
So has this little.
So the baffles keep the oil from. Okay.
Yeah, it has
moving around.
The pickup is a lot lower as well.
Okay. Very cool. Very cool.
What else do we have here? We have gurney flaps. It's well protected for any gravel if you drive it off road. I mean, basically, I built a rally-inspired street car is what I wanted to kind of have as a daily. So if my friends want to go to the track, I can go to the track. If I got to go pick up the groceries, if I got to go skate or go do whatever, I can, it fits my fishing rods.
Yeah, so you can actually fish at the track while shopping with this car.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, so
and raced.
Okay.
Yeah, I've raced, shopped, and fished. All from the inside.
It's amazing how substantial this car looks now. I mean, I remember the Subarus were really small. I mean, this is really a beefy car, and with 400 horsepower, it's got to move out pretty good. You've got the 5-speed manual box, correct?
6-speed, yeah.
They added 6-speed, I'm sorry.
They added extra gear in there for us.
Okay, very good, very good.
It's got the COBB access port, so we can go in and change the tune. It's got the flock dash that usually race cars have to stop the glare.
Gotcha,
from the dash,
it's got the mouse fur there on the, okay.
Yep.
And you put those Recaro seats, those are not stock,
yeah,
are they?
I put those in. I've had those in 3 cars now.
Oh, is that right? Just take them out and move them from car to car?
Yeah, I just get different brackets.
Yeah, no, that's great.
So I'm building a new car now, actually. I'm building a Subaru Impreza. It's a 98 Impreza, and I started my own YouTube channel, and it's basically me tearing this car apart. I bought this car, I tear it apart.
Why a 98? What's
because it's what started Subaru in the rally community,
right?
In racing, and it's a smaller car. It's 1,000 pounds lighter. So basically, I'm taking this car and shoving it in a car that's 1,000 pounds lighter. And it just has a lot of heritage, Colin McRae,
bigger motor,
all those guys.
Stock
it's this motor. It's basically
this motor. Okay.
Yeah. But it didn't come in the U.S. We didn't get that car. We didn't get the 22B. And so I'm building my own.
And where is that? Japan only?
Japan. I think UK got some.
Oh, okay. And why didn't we get it? Emissions or something? Or?
Because we're not cool. We're not the cool kids, you know.
Yeah, maybe they're just talking to you though, because a lot of us are cool. And if they think, oh, we're all like Bucky,
well, I think
you know.
I think there was more people like us.
Yeah.
I think they would have came over, but you know.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, not everyone's as cool as us, you know.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I would speak for yourself there, but yeah, I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying. Okay. How brakes are stock?
Brakes are stock, yeah.
Okay.
STI brakes are pretty good. I didn't do much to the brake side.
Stock
Suspension. Use your skateboard.
I'm waiting for you to trip over that and break your neck.
You drop that.
Yeah, this is my lifestyle, really. Yeah.
You should offer these like to get around the shop.
Now the wing, that's stock wing.
The wing it's a stock wing, but it does have some stuff added to it. I did the Perrin stabilizers. I also did a little gurney flap on top.
Okay.
And I had my buddy Enrico wrap the wing. And the roof. The roof and the wing are both wrapped.
Okay.
In the satin.
Anything stock under the hood we should see, or is it pretty much standard?
I got a couple horses under there.
Yeah.
I could pop it and show you.
Let's take a look.
A couple ponies.
Yeah. I mean, I don't want to put you out or anything. Yeah.
I mean, I'm not. You know, I gotta get home sometime, but I mean, I'll show you.
Yeah, yeah. This is because it seems like a lot of work for you. Well, I guess I could open the hood. I guess I can. Hey, well, open the hood.
Well, I mean, I thought we came here to drive.
We'll drive in a minute, and we're gonna see what you got there.
All this talking.
Okay, there you go. Okay.
So we got.
They got a lot in there, don't they?
We got a few things in there. We definitely have the white line coilovers, the Crawford air oil separator. You know what that does?
That separates the air and the oil?
It does. Yeah. How do you know that?
That's an air oil separator. Yeah, there you go. Well, you catch on fast.
All right, we have intake, we have the intercooler piping. This is usually where the stock intercooler sits.
Gotcha.
And it gets fed through there, so got rid of all that.
Does it get more air down there?
Well, it gets cold air from here. It doesn't.
Okay.
From here, if you have the intercooler here,
you're getting the heat from the engine.
You get the heat, after a few hot laps. But got the coil, upgraded radiator. Everything's good to go. I mean, it's ready to rip.
Now, radiator, is that different from a radiator? Because my car has a radiator.
Well, in Baltimore, it's called a radiator.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay. But if you graduate, it's called a radiator.
Well, when you come to the West Coast.
Yeah, okay. All right, cool, cool. Well, let's take it for a ride. Let's see what it does. Yeah. I'm anxious to drive this thing.
Can I maybe film like a Gymkhana episode in your garage?
No, I'm sorry, no.
Maybe on my skateboard.
No. You know, especially not on the skateboard. After what I saw you do to my floor. Let's take this thing for a ride.
2 marks.
Let's see where it goes. Look at that.
Are you driving?
Yeah, I want to drive this thing.
Hey, you locked me out. Hey. Hey. At least you could have gave me my board.
Boy, when it comes on boost, you really feel it, don't you?
Oh yeah.
And what is Bucky short for?
Nothing. It's big for everything. It's long.
What is your actual first name?
Charles.
Oh, Charles.
See, that's why I go by Bucky. Look at that smile you just did.
Makes me laugh. Charles!
Charles.
Charles! Subaru kind of invented this genre of car, didn't they? I mean, this kind of small four-wheel drive.
I think so.
Car, but off-road vehicle, not quite a Jeep. You know what I mean? That whole, I'm not even sure what do you even call this?
They call them like crossovers.
Yeah, I guess crossover is the best. But see, when I think of crossover, I just think of something
SUV,
more SUV-like, you know? Yeah. There you go. Look at this guy going crazy for this thing. People love this car. There you go. When I was a kid, Subaru really got their start in New England, Vermont, because of the snow. You know, people Subaru kind of took the place of Saab. When I was a kid, the cool rally cars were Saabs. You know, guys in the snow, front wheel drive. Not much horsepower. I have one, a 2-stroke. It's only 33 horsepower, but it's got freewheeling. It's a lot of fun to drive. And when you went up to Vermont, every sort of English teacher that worked in a Vermont college, they sort of had the sob, and the guy had the pipe, and
Yeah.
you know, there was this. It's kind of like an intellectual kind of car.
Yeah.
And then the Subaru came along, and kind of just one day there were Subarus instead of Saabs, and they just seemed to have taken their place. Boy, that turbo kicks in about 3,500. It really makes a difference. Watch you feel it. Okay, with 4,000 RPM. There it goes.
Yeah, it also has a diff controller. So basically you can control the diff front to rear.
Right. It does feel like a small V8. Are you on the road as much, racing and everything?
No, I'm kind of slowing down. I'm doing more like, I'm still skating a lot.
Right.
But as far as racing, I don't really have anything kind of sorted out as a season. So I'm just jumping in random things and just spending time at home.
These cars feel so different than the way they used to feel like. You know, it just feels like a more substantial automobile. A little heavier, faster, more power, more torque. And it does hook up pretty good with the turbos. Just twin turbos or single turbos?
Just single turbo. Yep. And the reason I went with the turbo I went with, this car is capable of 500 horsepower just with a different turbo.
Yeah.
Yeah, easy. I wanted the smaller turbo just because of drivability. Like as you were saying, it feels like a torquey, drivable car. If you go big turbo, you lose all the torque.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, you lose it all.
You know, I drove the BRZ up at this rally school. You like those? What do you think?
They're fun. I think they come stock with a really small tire.
Right.
And they're not that powerful, so it actually makes it a fun car.
Yeah, because you get to use all the power all the time.
Yeah.
That's what's fun. Yeah.
Yeah. And you were sliding it around in some dirt too.
Yeah,
so
it was good. It was a lot of fun.
It probably felt like it had 500 horsepower.
Have you been up there to dirt fishing?
Yeah, I've been to Dirtfish.
Yeah, they do a nice job. They got quite a setup there.
Yeah, they have really, really nice cars, and their instructors are really good.
You ever get into just straight muscle cars or powerful street cars? Or is it always sort of crossovers and off-road?
I've never had a muscle car. I've never had like an American muscle car.
Oh, that's interesting.
I came really close to buying one.
What were you going to buy?
I was going to buy two different ones. I was looking at like a Chevelle, like an older Chevelle.
Right.
And a fastback, of course.
Mustang?
Yeah.
Yeah. You've raced just about everywhere. Any favorite tracks?
I've raced a lot of tracks, and I have to say, Daytona's a fun track, just because how fast it is with the banking.
Yeah,
the Roval there, the little...
Was that the first time you ever got up on banking?
No. Pocono. Pocono was the first banking I ever drove on.
Oh, is that a real banking? I don't know that one.
Yep. Favorite track, probably Road Atlanta's pretty cool. But like Daytona, just because of how fast you go and the banking.
And it's literally like that. Yeah.
It's pretty cool.
The fun thing is take a friend who's never been on a lap, and take them on a lap at Daytona. Oh! They start grabbing the sides.
It's easy to drive.
Yeah,
You're just driving in a straight line.
Yeah, but if you're in a passenger, then it's scary.
Yeah.
Well, you know what thing I like about this car is that you can drive it hard. You don't scrape when you go in a gas station. You've got normal ground clearance.
Yep.
And if you get off road, it's not the end of the world. You don't rip out some expensive electronic, piece, Well, Bucky, thanks a lot. It's always fun having you on your show. I enjoy screwing around with you.
Yeah.
Good. I'm glad I found out your full name. That's kind of fun for me, Buxford. You have a middle name?
Michael.
So you're Charles Michael Bucky. Wow. Pretty good. Yeah. It's impressive. It's impressive. Well, thanks for bringing this by. I like the cars you build, and don't worry about screwing up my flow with the skateboard. I'll just send you a bill on that later.
Okay, yeah.
That's not a problem. So thanks a lot, man.
I figured I'd come back,
Come back. Oh yeah, you'll be back real soon.
I'll get those. I'll get those next time I come.
I tell you, when you get that other car built, will you come back?
Yeah, I'll do that.
We'll do that. Okay, cool. All righty, my friend, thanks.
Yeah, thanks for having me, Jay.
Mm-hmm.